Hey guys, so it's currently 9:50 p.m. and I was just kind of scrolling through my comments, trying to catch up slowly on answering you guys. So I apologize for the delay with the comments. I do read every single comment, and I love to respond to them all, but it does take me a little bit to get through them. So slowly working through that, and I just wanted to, make a comment on one of the comments. Actually, she inspired me. It's something I talk about all the time, but I never actually shared with you guys. So while I have my tea before bed, I figured I would do a quick little rant, if you want to call it that, on fake food. So thank you, Dana. Basically, she commented on what post was it? Oh, my juice cleanse rant. And basically, she told me about when I discussed dairy, and then she mentioned that she liked all forms of cheese, but fake American cheese. And it got me thinking about something that I always tend to talk about, but I never shared. And it maybe it's me overstepping or me being not judgmental, but okay, maybe a little judgmental. Basically, my idea is that if you choose a certain lifestyle, I don't really get sometimes why some people go to these fake food options that are replacements for real food that they've chosen to take out of their diet. Does that make sense? So for example, I have a really big problem with things like diet cheese. What are those? I hate to say it because I used to actually eat these and it makes me cringe. The veggie slices. What else? I don't know. Turkey or the tofurkey dogs, or just like fake hot dogs and fake meats and stuff like this. Again, I'm gonna say this is my opinion, so I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I'm not trying to make people feel like they shouldn't have those things, but I'm just saying my opinion. I think that if you choose to be a vegan or a vegetarian, why is it that you're then, saying that I'm not going to eat something real, like beef? I understand there's ethical reasons, whatever it may be, but instead I'm going to eat something that's supposed to be like meat, but just full of crap. Um, something like, have you ever read the back of a Dia package? It's not the prettiest. Or, those things that are supposed to look like turkeys or like hot dogs and stuff. Like, they're even worse than hot dogs. Like, if you know how bad hot dogs are for you and what crap they have in them, if you look at that compared to like a vegan or a vegetarian form of a hot dog, it's awful. And I'm thinking, why don't you just not eat it? That's not real, and what is that really doing for your body? Nothing. It's filling it with chemicals and all these synthetic fillers and stuff, and it's like, would you eat something like that by itself? No. So why would you eat that in a product? I don't know, I just don't get it. The other thing is with allergies. I could say that, oh, if you have allergies, it's fine. You have these alternative sources. And, for me as a kid, I used to have the veggie slices because I couldn't have dairy. Now, to this day, I still can't eat dairy, but I don't have the veggie slices anymore. I just don't eat it. I'll take lactates if I really want something. Like for me, my problem is ice cream, right? There's a whole bunch of dairy-free ice creams, which are really great. I love, what is it called? So Delicious coconut ice cream is actually amazing. It really is, but for some reason, I still crave Baskin Robbins or Marble Slab or whatever it may be. Why? I have no idea. Maybe it's the whole, thing I've preached about, don't restrict. The fact is I cannot eat it without being in pain, so then my body just wants it. I can't have it, so it's like, oh, but I'm going to crave it then. Anyways, I'm getting off track. If you have allergies, I still feel like don't go and eat those, this free product. Some of the worst ones are gluten-free products. Just like, I don't know, if you are diagnosed with celiac disease, okay, I understand sometimes it's a hard adjustment, but, instead of going and saying, oh, I have to eat this gluten-free bread which tastes like crap, but I need my bread in my life, Do you really need it that bad? Okay? I understand too it's convenient, but it's better to just take it out of your life. Most of the time too, I've talked about this before, there's actually no such thing as a gluten-free grain. It's just the percentage is so low they can classify it as gluten-free, from what my understanding is. So, you take a piece of like glutino or glutino, whatever it's called, or Udo's bread, and you look at the ingredients, they're terrible. Okay, would you ever eat tapioca starch on its own? No, probably not. Um, and if you look at that, it's not real. Again, so your body doesn't know how to deal with these things. All of these gums and thickeners and stuff that have to be put in this stuff to make it form something that looks like a piece of bread, they taste awful. And what's the point then? If you're not going to enjoy it, you say it tastes like cardboard, why eat it? It's the same with the diet cheese, right? It's full of chemicals. There's no real thing in that food, if you want to call it food. So what's the point? Just, it may be hard in the beginning, but like anything else, your body adjusts and you stop craving it. If it's for your health, if you're allergic to it, you have to get over the fact that you can't eat it. Okay? That's just your body. Unfortunately, it's decided that I can't break this down. And if you try to eat it, it's going to hurt you. So don't go to these alternative ones because you think that they're better or that you need to have this thing in your life, because really you don't. You don't need it. You can live without it. It may be hard because it's something you're familiar with, and this is taking something away that you're comfortable with. And I think that's the biggest thing is that, with most people, especially with gluten, they tell me like, oh, I don't know how you do it, but really, it wasn't that hard for me. I don't really care for bread. I don't really care for pasta because I don't feel like I need it in my life. There's no such thing as requiring a certain food in your life. There's always an alternative in terms of a whole food source. So that's my thoughts on that. And I don't know, I just felt like sharing that. I talked about it a couple of times with my housemates. And it doesn't sit well with me. I don't know. I always tell people to go look at the package and think about like, why are you eating that? Right? If you don't even really like it, well, half the people say like, oh, gluten-free bread tastes like crap, but yet they're still buying it. Doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, so that's my little rant for the night, and feel free to comment. I want to hear some of your thoughts on what I just talked about. Sorry if it's a little scattered, and I hope you enjoyed my Destiny's Child CD, Christmas CD, the best Christmas CD ever, playing in the background. And yeah, I hope you have a great Saturday night or Sunday, depending on if this posts tonight or not. And I'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye, guys.